teen pregnancy. We all know and understand what that is. We see the girls in our classes with their growing bellies, and we all know how it happened. However, what students my age don't realize are the repercussions of that one night out. I'm Megan, and I see girls every day with the same problem here in the Central Valley of California. We have a growing rate of teen pregnancy, and we have decided to reach out to communities across the nation to see how they are avoiding the statistic.
I avoid being a statistic by making a promise with myself to not be like my parents who were teen parents themselves.
I avoid being a statistic by saving my first time, the gift of my virginity, for whomever my husband will be.
Not only do students out of our area have the solution to this problem, we also interviewed local doctors and specialists to see what they think should be done to help terminate this upward trend.
I think prevention and education, if we educate people at a younger age, and I think people are aware of it, people are aware of what it consists of, but we really need to not glorify it. It really needs to be more realistic in how it negatively impacts your life, and also let people know of just the protection, if you do engage in sexual intercourse, the protection and stuff like that, birth control.
I think early education about abstinence and the use of birth control method, I think that will help. I think also like after school activities, having something for the kids to do that will take their mind off of engaging in risky behaviors.
My solution for teen pregnancy is making birth control so available that it's ridiculous. That teenagers can go and confidentially get birth control anytime that they want to. And two, along with that, we have to educate. We have to be able to open our doors and say, come on in, you want to talk about sex, we can talk about sex. Third, it needs to get to the parents and it needs to get to the school administrators in some effective way that they see that something needs to be done and they're willing to put education in the schools, sex education in the schools as a mandatory class. And the last thing is getting teenagers who have had kids, get them on tape, get them out there talking and get them presenting their experiences and how they would have done something different or what they would have done different, and ask them why they got pregnant and why they didn't use birth control.
I avoid being a statistic by being committed to extracurricular activities that keep me from doing the wrong thing at the wrong time.
When each person we interviewed said the same thing about teen pregnancy being a growing topic, we asked them why they think it's so dominant in our society.
I think when you look at the areas where teen pregnancy is high, it's also in areas where poverty is low. There's low poverty, there's more abuse going on. It's in areas where people are less educated. And when you look at those three factors, Tulare County rates high in all three of those areas. So I think it just contributes to it.
It's not being addressed as a serious issue that is an issue that can be fixed. It's an issue that's being addressed as a statistic instead of as a problem that's affecting the whole of our society here in the valley.
Also, I think there's some places that are doing more to prevent pregnancy. Maybe that's why they have lower rates than ours. Maybe we're not doing enough.
2 Christmases ago, I asked for a ring and my parents bought it for me. It shows that I'm still allowed to love, but love doesn't have to be sex. I get made fun of a lot for it and people say my parents are too strict, but no one really understands that it was my idea.
Most importantly, we discussed with our doctors and specialists what course of action should be pursued to help lower this statistic.
Not being involved sexually, because that's going to complicate relationships anyways. But if people are going to be insistent, then yeah, I think we'd rather have protection rather than become pregnant at a very young age.
That's the way we want to start, is abstinence. And then, if they're already being sexually active, then, you want to get them protected. It's more harmful to the body having a baby that young than to actually, use a birth control method.
I think the analogy of me taking a umbrella outside and opening it up, it's not going to start raining. Because we're offering birth control to kids doesn't mean that they're going to start having sex. I think that you have to offer the birth control along with an education. You just can't hand them a condom and say, okay, see ya.
Being a teen parent is a scary situation with dangerous and serious repercussions. An individual should always think about their actions and lifelong consequences before engaging in sexual activity.
Being involved in extracurricular activities keeps you in school more interested in coming to school, and education is very important. So if you stay in school, you're going to be more educated. And so all that interplays, and plus when you're involved in more extracurricular activities, you're just more motivated to do healthy things.
When I was, in high school, I was so involved into sports and just playing, and that I was never thinking about, having sex. And now, I see young teens coming in, and that's, all it is.
It's a rare teenager that I've talked to that really wanted to be pregnant. That they accepted the pregnancy, but if they could have gone back and chosen again, they wouldn't have gotten pregnant, wouldn't have had a baby.
Teen pregnancy continues to be a growing statistic in the Central Valley. Along with other communities, something needs to be done to stop it. We leave you with a video from Chula Vista High School.
My name is Luis Malo.
Denise Peña.
Jeffrey Ayers.
Viridiana Moreno.
Javon Lilly.
Alina Hausman.
Joey Yescas.
My name is Amy Massacott, and I've decided not to let sex control my life.
I have used the resources around me by talking to my
friends, parents,
siblings,
counselors,
grandparents,
teachers, and I have educated myself on the risk of unplanned parenthood.
I do not
want to be one of the 750,000 kids who become pregnant each year.
One decision can affect my entire life.
So I'm taking a stand because I want to be a pediatrician,
brain surgeon,
artist,
I want to be a politician,
oceanographer,
psychologist,
lawyer.
So I'm taking a stand because I want to be a nutritionist.
I want to have a future.
I want to have a future.
I want to have a future.
And one day I can make the choice.
To have a family of my own, but not today.
Today I want to be a kid and hold on to my future. Today I want to be a kid
and hold on to my dreams.